DC in 2014, and they paired off. Did you spill it yourself?
Just a lot.
They paired Osric and I up together randomly, and I guess it went okay because I keep doing it.
Take it off. I'll try. I'll grab
A guitar?
Man, you play the guitar.
A little bit.
Right.
You played the guitar.
You played the mouth guitar. No, you sing. That made no sense. Right, so you're talking about DC being your first con. That was last year, right?
You did play guitar. You played and you sang.
Oh yeah, I had a guitar in my hand and I did the motions that I saw people do on YouTube. And Rob.
The skin flute.
The skin.
Oh. No? Too early? Who was here last night? Who didn't go to bed? That's not surprising. You got some sleep though, that's rare.
Yeah, I got some sleep. Yeah, it's nice.
You usually don't sleep very much.
It's hard to sleep at cons. Who here has not eaten a full meal or drank enough water? It's really easy not to eat or drink at a con or get enough sleep. I don't know, every time I used to go to conventions, I never did any of those things. And, you know, you'd be malnourished and dehydrated and sleep deprived.
Just party all the time.
Well, I know, you don't really feel it. And then at the very end, you feel like you're dying. And you're like, oh yeah, I gotta do these things to stay alive. So take a moment to eat a cracker.
Yeah, make sure you eat and you drink something that's not alcohol. Maybe hydrate a little bit. Stretch. I don't know.
Stretch.
Take a nap.
Oh, naps are great.
Are you good at taking naps?
I'm really good at taking naps. I can sleep anywhere.
See, I can't. You can sleep on an airplane.
Well, I was talking to the guys because they all was like, well, okay, you know, economy is too cramped for them, but for me, I can sleep in economy so easily. I can sleep anywhere.
I can't.
I can cross my legs in economy. That's how little room I need. And
You're just a little guy, though.
Yeah. So even if they fly me business, I downgrade myself. I just go like this.
But didn't you buy some crazy headwear to help you sleep?
Yes. So I got an ostrich pillow, which is awesome, by the way. A friend sent it. He's like, hey, check this out, as a joke, and I bought it. And it's really soft. And then, I mean, you don't even have to put it on, because that does look a little bit weird. But essentially, it's a pillow that you put over your head, and there's a mouth hole. And then there's...
Just for the mouth, that's it.
For breathing. So you don't need to go up for air.
Mouth guitar.
And then there's two, head holes.
It looks really strange, y'all. If you saw somebody wearing this.
Oh, did you?
I saw a picture of you in it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you did.
But if I saw you on an airplane wearing that, I would probably get off the plane.
But it's really soft. So I have a couple of positions in the plane. I'll usually have the pillow. It's soft, so I use it as a pillow. If there's not a kid in front of me, so they won't be kicking, then I'll do the head, forehead, like this. And I can sleep like that for a good 5 hours at least. Or if I'm against the window, I'll do this. Sometimes, if the person beside me doesn't recline, I'm in the aisle, then I'll recline just a little bit and I'll do this. And that's also preferable. That's a nice position.
I can't sleep on planes. I have a lot of trouble sleeping on planes.
I'm so good at it.
I had a flight the other day, the guy next to me, just the entire flight, 5.5 hours, just kept grazing my arm. Just
and it wasn't soothing?
And he had really long arm hair. So it was just this little
Actually, okay.
I was miserable.
Has anyone ever flown Southwest Airlines? Okay, so
Are you excited about that?
Apparently it's the thing. I did not really know what it was. And usually I take my time. I'll let everyone else go on first and I'll be last because, you have your seat. Well, I flew for Southwest for the first time and I had no idea that it's first come, first serve.
Right.
And so I was last on, and I'm like, oh, where's my seat number? They're like, oh, you just take whatever's left.
You're in the toilet.
Well, so it was a full flight, and it was me and this older lady, and she was ahead of me, and we're just looking for empty spots, and at the very end, there's one spot, and it was this couple with a child, very cramped, and she just turns around, and she's like, I'm like, oh, I'll take it. And so I take the spot, and the child's right, like, it's two couples, well, a couple, and the child's on them, right? So it's like 2.5 people in 2 seats. And I just sat there, and I fell asleep right away. And I didn't even notice. And apparently the child was crying. And I was so proud of myself.
The child was crying and you were asleep.
Yeah! And I think it's because I've just taught myself how to sleep so well that even if I want to work on planes, as soon as I sit down, like, I just get sleepy and I just can't stay awake. And sometimes it gives me bad impressions on movies. Like, I tried to watch Hunger Games twice on a plane, and I fell asleep within, like, the first 10 minutes. And I attributed it to it being a bad movie, but maybe it's just because I'm really good at sleeping on planes.
I'm jealous, because I can't sleep on planes at all.
I love it.
I love it.
I would fly just to nap. That's a consideration.
I'm really tired. Let me book a flight. And just stay on the plane.
Maybe it's the engine roar.
It is. The plane has a soothing sound sometimes, I guess.
I don't even know what it is.
When it's not making you sick. All right. On that note, looks like we got some lines for me. Should we attempt to answer some questions?
Yes.
What side do you want to go with first? I'm going to go with
she looks ready.
Yeah, she looks ready? Yeah.
Hi, my question's for Osric, but I thought I could also extend it to Gil.
It's okay.
Osric, yesterday you were talking about how you partially try to follow a vegan diet, and I've been vegan for 2 years, so that's, like, really special to me.
Wait, hold on, so can you say that again?
Yesterday you were talking about how you partially try to follow a vegan diet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I've been vegan for 2 years, so that's special to me, but I just wanted you to talk about that a bit more, and Gil, if you've ever tried anything like that.
You're gonna love this one. So, the reason why I ever tried a vegan diet at all, and I don't even know if I'll call it vegan, I watched this documentary called Forks Over Knives.
Yeah.
In Cleveland, Ohio, and I was doing a movie at this time. Have you seen this documentary, Gil?
No.
It's good. I watched it in Cleveland while I was doing this movie, and I ended up talking to the producers and directors about it, and they're like, well, it seems like a good idea, but you could never do this plant-based whole foods diet. And so, which I like, yeah, I can do it, and I'll do it for the rest of production. So I ended up doing for 2.5 months on this. It's not just vegan, because vegan you can eat like potato chips until, you know, for as much as you want, but it's a whole food stove. So basically anything you eat, you have to have seen it in its whole form.
Yeah.
And so it was really hard.
Also no added oils too, right?
Right.
Falling asleep. I'm thinking of this.
Okay, so what ended up happening was I became lactose intolerant, and I became so food aware that, you know, I started reading all these labels and realizing how everything had corn in it, to now...
Everything had corn in it?
Everything has corn in it. Anyways, now the diet I eat now, and this is... Has anyone ever heard of Soylent?
Yes.
Okay, it is not Soylent Green. That is made of humans. This is named after Soylent Green. It's Soylent. It's essentially a complete meal replacement, and it's like this bland, little bit chunky protein shake, and I love it so much.
Sounds disgusting.
Some people hate it, but if you think about it, like a chocolate bar is processed foods, but it's processed for taste and it's processed for cost effectiveness. This is processed for nutrients and blandness. Well, nutrients and cost effectiveness. And if that doesn't tickle your fancy, there's this one guy in Europe who got tired of waiting for his order because it's really popular, and he created his own with flavors, and it's called Joylent. They got 3 flavors. My friend swears by it, but I appreciate the blandness. I don't want to spoil my taste buds with banana flavor. I don't even know what flavor it is. It's like...
Hey, it's wonderful you're vegan. I think that's great. I eat healthy. For the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've never tried anything like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't have it all the time. For social reasons, you can't bring a tub of gray around.
Yeah.
So I eat a lot, but if
I will say I've started noticing how much sugar is in everything. Like, it's crazy how much sugar is in everything. Just look at anything you eat. There's just, like, you don't need that much sugar.
If it's usually like fruit, then it's like, I'm just like, just go for it. But
yeah,
if
but like
it's added
fruits and
sugar,
vegetables to me is like, okay, that's fine. At least
Yeah.
it's like natural. It's fine if it's got sugar, if it's like from fruit or vegetable, but like the process.
You mean if it's a whole food, perhaps?
It's a whole food, right?
Whole plant-based food.
All right, let's move on. Let's get to something else. Sorry, you guys. I want to apologize. Just kidding. That was great.
thank you.
Hey, whoa. That you're coming to take my soul right now. How are you?
Good, you.
Great.
It's an angel. They don't take your soul.
So, just first quickly, the Party Bazaar is now a couple blocks away from Science World.
Oh, it moved.
Yeah.
Party Bazaar.
This you should ask.
Well, that was not from Party Bazaar.
Do they have Jasmine costumes?
I didn't see any when I went there.
No, it's not a very common costume.
No.
So my question is more directed to Osric, but Gil, if you have any experiences that could
Sure, probably don't,
somehow
but go
answer
ahead.
to. So Osric, I have seen some videos from your YouTube channel, and the question I'm asking about is when you went cosplaying as Kaz at the mall. So what were the weirdest looks or comments that you got when you did that?
So that's what Castiel looks like.
Yeah, I know that much
Okay.
about the show. Thanks.
So this one time, it was for Gish Wiz, and my roommates were, this was before I knew what Gish Wiz was. And my roommates were doing Gish Wiz, and they're like, hey, we're doing this thing, can you put on this outfit? And so I put on the Castiel outfit, and I just walked around the mall.
You just went to the mall.
Yeah,
the mall.
Burbank.
Burbank Mall.
Yeah, like the downtown
Burbank.
P.F. Chang's and the Burlingtons. Okay.
P.F. Chang's and Burlington Coat Factory.
That's the only things I can remember of it. It's where the IKEA.
I love both those places.
Yeah, downtown Burbank. Okay. So I don't know if I got that many weird looks, to be honest. People just thought I was a creepy dude in a trench coat.
You were hiding their children.
Hot Topic looked at me funny. The people in Hot Topic, but...
See, that's bad. People in Hot Topics are looking at you funny.
Right?
Yeah.
Actually, that's a very good point. But no, for the most part, you know... Victoria's Secret didn't like that. We got kicked out of there really quickly. Yeah, I know.
We shouldn't have tried on the lingerie.
Well, I was fully clothed. But... I don't know, it was okay. I think the weirdest part was when I was in the kiddie toy ride section. There weren't any kids for most of the time that I was
It's not a good look, man.
I know,
do it.
It's really not a good look.
You can do it. You can go in there at all.
That was probably the weirdest one. I think they thought I was some I don't know, guy that just really liked kiddie rides. That had too many quarters.
Which you are.
Yeah, that was probably the weirdest one. It's a full-grown man trying to shove himself into a truck. Yeah, it's this big. Just didn't.
Full-grown man trying to shove himself into a
Okay,
truck.
half-grown man. I'm a full-grown man. You know what? I'm gonna consider myself a full-grown man for the sake of the story. That did
Amazing you weren't arrested that day.
I think it's the trench coat. People don't like trench coats in public. They think you're naked underneath. They think you're holding stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost as bad as wearing like a robe in public, you know? Like if you saw somebody walking down the street in a bathrobe,
Yeah, you're right.
they're probably crazy.
You're probably concealing something.
Yeah. So anybody wearing a bathrobe here today? From the
See,
hotel?
a lot of trench coats.
Bathrobes are comfortable.
Yeah, it was actually okay. I think Castiel's costume was actually not that bad. If I had the wings, if I had your wings, that would probably have turned a lot more heads. But until I was doing the really weird things, it was, I was just a guy in a trench coat. Because they exist still. They just thought I was like hipster or something. It was just too cool to wear your everyday attire that people are used to see.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You should try to walk around with the wings in a mall and then share your experiences with that. That'd be interesting.
Hey,
Hey guys, thank you for karaoke last night. It was a ton of fun.
You're welcome. You guys were a great crowd. It was hard to leave.
It was fun.
It was really hard to leave.
My God, I was tired.
I was wondering, you guys both do a fair amount of traveling with your career.
Wait, we both what?
Yeah, sorry?
You guys do a lot of traveling. I was
Traveling.
wondering if there's anything that you always take with you when you travel, or something that you always do when you arrive in a new city.
My ostrich pillow. That has become a staple, and sometimes I don't even wear it. So I use it as my laptop sleeve because it fits perfectly. It's super soft. Something to think about.
Wow, is there anything that I always take with me?
You have a pillow or a fan or
like wet wipes?
Really?
Yeah.
Like underwear?
Yeah,
Lucky pair of
a
underwear?
little bit of germaphobe, so like I get on a plane, I'll wipe everything down.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so dirty then. I wipe nothing down.
You're why I wipe everything down. It's people like you.
Oh man.
Who,
My forehead is
You wipe
probably
something.
full of bacteria.
oh gosh. That's gross.
Must be why
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, I maybe have a few articles of clothing. I generally like to take a couple pair of underwear with me everywhere. Or not. Depending on where I'm going.
Yeah, I mean, I always bring my laptop, and therefore my ostrich pillow. I think those are that's the thing. If my house was burning down and I had to save one thing, it would be my laptop. Not even the charger, because I can get another one on my laptop. Yeah. So that's the thing I bring along. Even if I don't use it. I don't know why. I don't know why. That's weird. There's nothing on there that I really need.
On the laptop?
Yeah, I think it's just how much I associate it with watching anime and TV shows.
Yeah, I mean, I can live without it. I tend to bring mine, but I rarely even use it. You know, it's weird.
I like the idea that I might use it.
It's nice to know it's there.
Yeah.
In case you need to just
comforting.
watch some anime or
Like an ostrich pillow.
look up
So
Jasmine costumes online.
Oh, hey, that's right. I did use it for that.
Didn't use it for that.
I did.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Question. I feel like we should have a better item that we bring around.
That we take with us?
Yeah.
It's got to be something.
I mean, an ostrich pillow is alright, but...
You take it everywhere.
I had a friend on this shoot I just worked on who always brought a pillow and a fan with her. Like a mini fan, and she just... Like, that's what I sleep with. And the pillows, like, hotels usually have fat pillows. Like, I need a flat pillow. So she brought a pillow. They're really fat pillows in these hotels. They're hard to sleep with. It's not good for your neck.
Hey.
Try to teach someone something. Okay, yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
My voice hurts from last night.
How's that coffee treat you?
It's tea.
Tea, good girl.
I was just wondering, okay, this is my first con ever.
Welcome. Wait, are you from Vancouver?
I am.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's good. I was just wondering, okay, I've been a fan of the show for about a year, and I always like have my own image of characters of like what I thought they would be like as actors, because I know a lot of the actors are different than their character, like Misha, for example.
He's pretty close to
Yeah, is he that? He's an
And
angel.
like coming here, I like see this cool side of you guys. I was wondering if, do you guys have a favorite character other than your character, obviously?
Crowley. It's easy for me.
Yours is Crowley. You've said that before. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so easy.
Yeah, probably Dean. I'm gonna go Dean.
Close second.
Fan favorite, but you know.
Close second, Dean, but Crowley.
But how would you compare Crowley to Mark?
Also very similar.
So you like Mark?
You know what? My experience with Mark is kind of like Crowley's experience. When I first met Mark, I thought he was like the most evil person. I thought he was like angry. I thought he hated me, and then he just kind of turns into this. I was like, no, not so much. You just got to get to know him a little bit.
Yeah.
So many layers.
But everybody has a story about the first time they met Mark.
What was the first time you met?
First time I met Mark. All right. I'll be Mark. You be me.
All right.
Just like come in and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Gil.
Oh my!
not, how would you have done?
Hang on. Just don't. Oh, shit. Just don't.
This is your phone. Pretend. Hi, my name's Gil.
I may have exaggerated that last part, but I swear it was like that. And I'm like, all right.
Was there a turning point? Was there a moment where it's like, oh, that was just him, and he's always like that?
I'm sure there was. Yeah, you know, I don't know if there was a moment where I realized that he's actually a nice guy. I don't know if that's happened yet. No, he is. Deep down, somewhere in there is a nice guy.
That's funny.
Mark's great. Is he here yet?
No, he's not here yet. Did I told you how I first met him, right? Similar. I asked him, I'm like, hi, my name is Osric, what's your name? And he goes like this. And this was his chair, and it was like Shepherd on it. I'm like, oh, your name's Shepherd. It was like, Mock.
Wait, this is on set?
Yeah, it was on set. Like, first time I ever met him, and then I didn't really get, I think I offended him. So I didn't talk to him after that. The second time I saw him was at San Diego Comic-Con, and I was there on my own. I was just like walking in the middle of thousands of people, and I just get this hand on my shoulder, and it's Mark. And I had shaved my head for this Halo project, so I looked completely different because I had hair like down to here, and then I shaved, and I was in a crowd of thousands of people walking on my own. Gets a hand on my shoulder, and he's like, Osric! It's Mark. He's like, look, this just proves that you don't all look alike. And it was awesome. And he was with Misha and Jim. And like, he was like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I was just gonna get some food. And he's like, oh, follow me. And then I just went on this whole adventure with Mark, Misha, and Jim after that. I'm like, oh wow, he doesn't hate me. It was great.
He doesn't hate me.
It was such a good line too, you know? It's so quick.
No, I think there's been like, you know, we do this Saturday night special.
I'm still not sure if that's racist or not, you know? I still can't tell. Is it? Should I be offended?
No, because I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
you were
right?
telling that story. I was like, that's crazy that he recognized you. It's because you guys all kind of
I like Mark. That moment has endeared Mark to me forever.
He can be endearing, for sure. I was just going to say, he's helped a lot with the Saturday night special show that we do tonight. Please come. Yeah, so Mark is really, he's taken on the role of music director, which is great because he knows music and he's excellent. But yeah, there was like a night, like one of the first or second times we did it, that he said some words of encouragement and was very sweet, and it kind of caught me off guard. I'm like, you messing with me? But he wasn't.
Yeah, oh, Mark. Oh, Mark.
Hey.
Hi, guys. So, as you can see, this is an amazing fandom, and we love your guys' work. So I want to know, what can we do as a fandom to further your careers? Because I want to see more of you.
You guys are doing so much already. It's honestly, I think the majority of people that have been on this show have not expected any amount of support for their participation in this show at all. So honestly, everything you've done has been such a wonderful surprise. And anything more is just a lovely bonus. But honestly, I can't ask for anything more. You guys have done way too much for me. Now it's just trying to reciprocate.
I was going to say, you guys can do a lot for me. You know, I want to be a superhero at some point, so keep that in mind. No, I really just want to come back on Supernatural at some point. And I know the producers, you know, they say they listen to you guys. I think this is one of the only shows that I've heard of where the producers actually do kind of like keep an ear out to what you guys want, and they try to like, you know, because they know that you're the reason that they are still going in season 11 and going stronger than ever. So No, I joke. What Osric said is dead on. Like, this has been the most unexpected, amazing surprise in my life. I mean, definitely one of them, you know? So,
Never expected this.
no.
This doesn't happen. This doesn't, would this happen for any other show? I really don't think so. You know, the Kevin character, I thought, you know, I was going to do it and then move back to China. But this show made me move countries twice. You know, so it's, yeah, I mean, it's changed my life a lot. No, thank you. It's been wonderful. I moved out to China to...
He's going to be deported soon.
Well,
enjoy him while you have him, guys.
That too. But I moved out to China to further my career, and, you know, it wasn't until I came back and just realized how much I resonated with this culture. I'm like, well, yes, I'm Chinese, but I'm very much Canadian. I was born and raised in Vancouver. This is the culture that I grew up with. These are the movies and shows that I watch. So it's really nice to be back. So I really am very thankful for this show for bringing me home. And my mom is too, so. Both my real mom and my fake mom.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. So this question's for Osric, though I'd love your input as well, Gil. So, Osric,
yeah.
When Jared watched the Hillywood show parody, did he ever tell you his reaction of seeing you as Sam?
You know what? I never got to see Jared's reaction. I was kind of nervous about it. So no, actually I didn't. I mean, I heard... Did
you guys got any photos of Misha or something?
I was with Jensen and Richard in Dubai when we first saw it, and Jensen loved it, and I saw Jared like months after, and he loved it too. But unfortunately, I didn't get to see Jared's reaction of seeing me look like him.
You're talking about the parody?
Yeah.
You did get to see the look on his face when you...
No. And it's so important.
Ripped his shoulder out of socket, though.
God. But, you know, those reactions are so important to me. Like, remember when I did Ariel? It was so important for me to see your face.
How could I forget?
Like,
Sins.
It was all about the face, you know? It was all about the reaction. It's so important. But yeah, Jared's face after the shoulder, he just turned pale.
Oh.
It was not good. It was... my heart dropped, I freaked out, and everyone in the room cheered. And it was awful. It was awful. It's awful when you're trying to feel sorry for someone and everyone's not letting you. They're like, good job! Way to bring down the giant! I'm like, guys, look at his shoulder popped out. They're just so happy about it. Awful, awful people. And that's how I got the nickname, because I was so uncomfortable with them praising me for something that I'm like, this is not what you should be doing, that they just kept going with it, and Master Chau stuck, because they're the type of people that like to, you know, really dig it in there. Yeah.
I would swap with Jensen. just in life, for a day. And what would I do? Everything. Everyone. I'd do it all.
I would switch with Jared, and I would put boxes on high shelves. Just to see what it was like, you know? It's like, ooh, that was so easy. I didn't need a ladder for that. I don't know, I feel like that would be quite a nice feeling. Maybe one day I'll build a miniature house and I'm like, oh yeah.
That's what Jared feels like.
I think it would be pretty cool, actually. I mean, it sounds stupid, but for all those short people here, can you imagine, right? Close your eyes. Imagine just like holding a box and reaching it up, and it goes on the top shelf. I mean, you're kind of tall. It doesn't. It's a dream.
Dream big.
Dream big. Bigger box. Slightly higher shelf. One can dream.
All right, we got 5 minutes. Let's try to crank through some of these. Hey.
Okay.
I just want to say real quick, you can get
pillows of yourselves on Etsy.
Pillows of ourselves on Etsy?
Yeah. From Etsy, you can buy pillows of yourselves and just bring that on the plane.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they actually make those?
Yeah.
I thought Hot Topic was going to make me one, but they just taped my face on Jared's body. I was convinced, though.
That's a good idea. I'm sure no one would look at you strange if you broke out a pillow with your own face on it.
Okay, so hypothetically, you get $5 million.
Yeah.
But for the rest of your life, there's a snail chasing after you. And this snail, if it touches you, it kills you.
Can you crush the snail?
No. It's always going to be there. It's always going to be following you, and you always have to be running. But you get $5 million.
Why do you have to run, though? It's a snail.
Yeah, it's a snail. I feel like you could walk away to the bathroom.
But let's say you
to
go
the kitchen.
to sleep one day. The snail's going to catch up eventually.
If you have got that kind of money, you can probably buy a bed. It's like a hovercraft. Like, it doesn't touch anything, you sleep like suspended.
Well, can you put like a cup over the snail?
Let's just say no. You can't be anywhere near
Circle of salt. There you go.
Let's just say you come within 5 meters of the snail and you're dead. Would you take the $5 million?
Can you fight the snail?
That'd make you closer than 5 meters and you'd die.
I don't know.
That would not be a good way to go.
That's a lot of money, but I don't know that I want a snail chasing me for the rest of my life. Yeah, it would be pretty annoying.
Just think of all the wet wipes you'd use. That's $5 million in wet wipes.
But like right now, I would be like, shit, where's the snail? Oh, there he is. There he is.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's no money that's worth
I don't think I'd
looking
take
over
the
your
money.
shoulder the rest of your life.
I don't think
or
I'd take
on the
it.
floor. I wouldn't take it. I like to
Great
earn
question.
my money. That is a good question. No, I'll let the snail live.
Hey, I was wondering if you could have coffee with anyone, fictional or real, who would you like to have coffee with?
Coffee?
Yeah.
Tea?
Or tea?
Dead or alive?
Yes.
Elvis. Hey, Gil, come have coffee with me? Settle down and latte. I'd be interested in having a...
What would you tell him?
Having
What
coffee with
would you
those.
say to him?
I'd say...
Would you sing with him?
Would I sing with him?
Yeah,
sure.
Bust out and just start jamming?
Yeah. I'd sing with him and we'd order fried banana and peanut butter sandwiches.
I'd pick Albert Einstein. And I would just have a discussion about theories. And I like his views on not only science, but the balance of religion that he has with it. I would get into a deep discussion about that, theology, so.
You're such a nerd.
A little bit.
Einstein?
Kate, have you, like, looked around D.C.?
Have I looked around D.C.?
Like, did you travel around D.C.?
Been there once.
There's an Albert Einstein statue, and if you stand in the middle and you talk to him, it's like he's talking to you. There's an echo. I mean, it's yourself talking to you, but it's a really cool effect.
Have you been to Graceland?
What is that? What? Is it B.B. King's? No.
You're joking.
I am so bad at these things. I miss so many references. What is Graceland?
Graceland? That's where Elvis's home was. Is.
Wait, is that the amusement park, right?
Well, there is a park, but Graceland is his estate, his house, and the property is called Graceland. It's in Memphis. It's where he died on the toilet. Fat and happy.
Okay. Yeah.
Not something you'd be into?
I don't know. There's so many.
Who here's been to Graceland?
Wait, who here doesn't know what Graceland is? Okay, thank you.
Wow, see, wow. Who doesn't know who Elvis Presley is? Get out of here.
Do you know, when we went to, do you know who B.B. King is?
B.B. King, of course.
Okay, alright.
Wow. This is the end, you guys.
Is that the spirit of B.B. King? That's all. Okay. When I went to Dubai with Jensen and Richard, B.B. King had just died, and I'm like, who's B.B. King? And for the entire trip, they would not let it go, like, because I'm supposed to know who B.B. King is.
You didn't know who he was?
Right, and then we just kept discovering all these things that I didn't know. Like Graceland, I guess.
All right. Hey, Cass.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Not feeling too well, but I'll get through it.
You're not doing too well?
No, I don't feel too well.
Partied too hard last night?
Yeah. My question's for you, actually. Sorry, Osric. I'm just wondering, Gil, if you could make an album full of cover songs by like any artist, what would your like top 3 songs on that album be?
Top 3 songs on the album.
Elvis, B.B. King, and... no.
That's Alright Mama by Elvis Presley. At This Moment by Billy Bear and the Beaters. And Man in the Mirror. Yeah, I don't know, those 3 just popped into my head.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You know what's great about the air conditioner here? It's whisper quiet.
Yeah, it's super quiet.
Rob and I were walking in and we're like, are they doing a helicopter landing, Vince? What's going on?
That's Jared, that's Jared Jensen.
They're lowering Jared to half-mast. And me, ladies,
good job, guys.
Wow.
You can't let Jared touch the ground. You know the rules.
I'm actually supposed to be a floor mat, but Jared is not supposed to touch the ground. It's inappropriate. Great, there we go.
It's like a riot.
There's your face.
A riot.
Wow, there goes Liz. Hey, Liz,
just put that in the
crumble that more. That picture, Jared. You want to?
Hey.
Go bring it back safe.
Who's that other guy?
Oh, that's your face.
Yeah, me and Jared just fell down.
Wow.
Yeah. Did we really need air conditioning? I don't know about you, but I'm a little on the nippy side. Anybody?
It's a little chilly.
I don't feel like we need the air.
You got it.
Is this the first time this has happened?
Yes.
I mean, I thought they turned it on to get the hair waving. But
The Gil McKinney hit the hair wave.
well, for Jared and Richard.
They'll just blow my toupee across the room, you know, so it's no good for me. I mean, now with the new glue I got, thank you, Robbie.
Speaking of toupees, how did it go? How was this last 40 minutes?
Last 40 minutes?
What?
How did it go? How did your on-stage talk go?
You know,
I'll relay it. He wants to know how the panel went. He
the
can't
crowd was great.
Oh! Okay.
The crowd was great. Probably not my best Q&A.
Okay.
But, you know.
Thank you for your honesty.
The audience is great.
Yes.
How do you feel about it, Osric?
I'm still sleepy, but I'm doing all right.
I feel like you guys are a well-oiled machine now, the two of you on stage together.
Sorry?
Well-oiled machine.
Oh, thanks, Rob.
I don't know if well-oiled machine is the term I would apply to Osric and I.
Yeah, I feel like we're a clunky oiled
Robbie, come here real quick.
napkin.
I know that I'm not the best hearer on the stage. Tell me, is it me or is it deafeningly loud over here? You guys talk.
Is it louder over there? Can you hear?
I can hear Gil, I can't hear Osric.
This is crazy.
That's pretty good. I'm kind of yelling into the mic, though. I think I'm compensating.
Wow.
Don't you feel like we're in a scene from like a Vietnam movie or something where it's like a helicopter like, where are your soldiers at? I need everybody in the copter right now.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Listen, we spare no expense. If we didn't have that air conditioning going, you might accidentally hear what we're saying, and nobody wants that to happen. Wow. The whole point is to make you realize you missed something, so you have to come back. It's all part of the thing that we do to lull you into complacency. Speaking of lulling you into complacency, let's give a big round of applause for Mr. Gil McKinney.
Somebody knows.